Yeah, so before starting the lecture, I think I have to know all of you, just at least your name. Okay, as Andrew said, my name is Anil. I'm from Korea. My major is electrical engineering, though, but I'm interested in economy. So I taught it myself. So now I'm going to give a lecture. So first, can I ask your name first, around here to here?
My name is Sue.
Sue. Nice to meet you, Sue. And
My name is Agatha.
you?
My name is Q.
Q. Linji. You? Spin. Pin. Okay.
I'm Jay.
J. And
My
you?
name is Shogo.
Jogo. Yeah.
My name is Manami.
Manami.
My name is Kumiko.
Kumiko. Nice to meet you. Honestly, I cannot guarantee you. I can memory all of your names, but anyway, I'm going to start here. So first, I'm going to talk about the 2008 financial crisis and why you should know about it. And today I'm going to how it all begins. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about the real economic crisis and 2008. Everybody knew that in 2008 there was an economic crisis from the USA. But do you have anyone have any idea about that? Can you explain why it happened, the 2008 economic crisis? Anyone can explain?
Mortgage?
Mortgage, yeah, subprime mortgage. It's very familiar to people, isn't it? Subprime mortgage. Maybe you heard of it a lot from youth, subprime mortgage. So, but I'm not going to talk about subprime mortgage today. Today I'm going to talk about types and role of banks and the FRBs, the Central Bank of the US, and history of the gold standard, and I'm going to have a discussion activity as well. But the reason of why you guys here is we live in financial capitalism society, which means money is power in our society. We need money, we spend money, and we have to save money. Money is power. So people talking about types and role of bank. Can I ask something like, okay, PIN, right? PIN. When, what's your name again? PIN. PIN. Okay, PIN. Sorry. PIN. When you think of money, what do you think of in your mind? When you think of money, what do you think of in your mind? Just you think of paper money or coin? Or you think of your account? Food? Oh, really? You like shopping, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, anyone, Agatha, when you think of money, what do you think of in your mind?
I think of bills and coins and expenses.
Yeah, that's money, isn't it? But I would say it's not real money. It's part of money, but real money is invisible in our society. So I'm going to talk about it later. But before talking about that, there is a lot of types of bank. First, the central bank and commercial bank and investment bank and saving bank, industry bank, whatever bank. But these three banks are very important for explaining 2008 economic crisis. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about these banks. But today I'm going to talk about just function, which means the role of these banks. So anyone can explain what is a central bank? What does the central bank do? Anyone can explain? Except Andrew. You already know a lot. Except Andrew. Anyone can? Okay. Oh, sorry. What? So, central bank, they print national currency, which is like a Canadian dollar or US dollar or Korean won, Japanese yen or something like that. They print national currency. And also they supervise and get reserve from commercial bank. I'm not going to talk about it today. And they control of interest rate and money supply and control of reserve rate. Anyone have idea about control of interest rate and control of money supply? You seems to me you know a lot. Can you explain it?
So it means just if we control interest higher,
Yeah?
the investments get lower.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you're right. So, like, but I'm going to talk about it more deeply. And commercial bank. Anyone can explain about commercial bank? Agatha, can you explain?
Oh, no, I can't.
You use TD Bank or?
Yes, to do deposits, loans, withdraw money,
Yeah.
saving services.
Yeah, there you go. That's the commercial bank too. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
But anyone have any idea about credit creation? Credit creation. Credit creation. Anyone?
You
Anyone
build your
can?
credit?
That's kind of. So okay, I'm going to explain it. So before talking about credit creation, what commercial bank do in our society is, as you know, they saving, like we save money to bank. And sometimes we deposit our money and withdraw our money. Sometimes we need money, so we have a loan service from bank. But the most important function of a commercial bank is credit creation. So what is the credit creation? Is okay. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna use these two people. So, okay, let's say Andrew. This is brand new bank. This is brand new bank. It has no money. Zero. No money. This is brand new bank. So Andrew, you will be a first customer to this bank. So you have $100 and you deposit $100 to bank. Agatha, you need money. You are so poor. You need to buy something and you need something, whatever. You want to spend the money, but you don't have money. So you borrow money from bank. Okay, let's say I'm bank, but I can, even though I got $100 from Andrew, I can withdraw, I can lend up to $90 to you. It means even though I have $100, I can withdraw up to $90 to you. No 91, no 92, no 93. So I can lend, and you promise me that you will pay back this money after 1 year with interest. So maybe $95 you will pay back to me. So let me ask you something. How and why banks lend money to person B? Because what if Andrew wanna get back his money? What if Andrew wanna get back all of his money? As I said, this is a brand new bank. It has no money. But what if Andrew wanna get back all of his money? Bank will collapse, isn't it? Because bank have no money. Because bank already lend money to Agatha, so it has no money. But they did, and they are doing like this. So how and why banks lend money to person B, and why banks keep 10% of deposit? Anyone can explain? Anyone have any idea about that? Anyone can explain about this? Like why banks keep 10% of deposit? And how and why banks lend the money to Agatha?
To make a profit.
Sure. Yeah. Do you study business or economy?
My father is banker.
Oh, okay. There you go. But I'm gonna criticize banker a little bit, but it's not related with your father. Okay. Please understand. So okay. Yeah. Okay. First of all, why banks keep 10% to deposit? Because bank promise with government. Like as long as bank keep 10% of deposit, bank can lend 90% of deposit to other people, like you. Andrew, even though Andrew deposit $100, you got $90, right? So this is kind of promise between government and commercial bank. So why it's important? Okay, as I said, let's say the central bank print $100. So it give to commercial bank. Okay, let's say this is bank A. Bank A got 100 deposit, but bank borrow this to, okay, let's say, where is Suji? Okay, Suji, you got $100, $90. Suji got $90 from A bank because she need to run this company. Like she need to run this, what's that? Like this institute, right? So she need money. She need to hire Will, Andrew, and something whatever people, and she need to buy desk or something like that. So she need money. So she borrow money from A bank. Okay. So let's say Suji got $90, but she need only $10 for this. Like she hired Andrew and Will. Okay, Andrew and Will, and she spent money to buy this building, and something, etc. As I said, she spent only $10. How about $90? She deposit to other bank B. And this bank can lend some money, lend 90% of money to other people. So, okay, let's say this bank keep $8 for deposit, and this bank also lend money to everyone. So, okay, this is just our society. Like, okay, let's say Suji is owner of this company, and Andrew get salary from her. But Suji, where does money come from? If the Suji money come from is from A bank. Suji borrow money, and this bank, like Suji, give money to Andrew for salary, and she paid something like that. This one, like she hired Andrew and she bought the building. So even though this is actual money, $100 is actual money, but Suji, as long as Suji borrowed this money, it became debt. Actually, you are in debt, isn't it? You are in debt in bank. So you have to pay this money, but and you know, like you have to pay this money, but this is debt, not actual money. And you guys also get money from Suji. So basically, this is a kind of, okay, it became, actual money became $1,000 with this process. Okay, think about it, like how it happened. Even though it's $100, like this process, it became $9 plus, okay, something whatever. So as long as a bank lend money to other people, it became money for them. For Suji, for bank, this is money, but for Suji, it's debt. So I know it's very hard to understand, but the point is this: bank make money by that, and all money is credit because Suji borrowed money with her promise. Like she promised that I will pay back this money after 1 year or 2 years with interest. And this is basically our currency system is made by that. Can you anyone have any so far so good?
My name is Suji, that's Sushi.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Sushi.
Any question about that? Before going to the next step? Any question? No? Okay. So, as I said, this is a function of central bank. And I said that this is important. Okay, control of interest rate. Why is it important? This is a basic math. Okay, let's say you borrow $1,000 and you have to pay back this money after 4 years. But what is different between 1% interest and 5% interest? Of course, it's kind of how much money do you have to pay back, right? If you borrow money with 1% of interest, it will, like, you probably have to pay $40 after 4 years. But if you borrow money with 5% of interest, you have to pay $200 after that. So everybody knew that, right? Everybody knows it. But what is the difference between this and this in our economy? The difference is, okay, 5% of interest means, Minji, okay, let's say Minji, you have $1,000. You have $1,000. But if you deposit this money to bank, you will probably get $200 after 4 years. But so, as long as interest rate is high, people wanna keep that money. People wanna keep their money to bank because it makes money. So increasing of deposit interest and loan interest cause reduced consumption and investment living price, which means like people wanna keep deposit. People wanna keep money in the bank. They don't wanna spend the money because it's very expensive to borrow money. But what if the interest rate is so low? Maybe, probably, if you can borrow money with very low interest rate, probably people wanna spend more money, I think. Like they wanna make a credit card and they wanna spend the money, whatever they want. So basically, like in economy, low interest rate cause increasing consumption. Like people spend more money and people wanna invest more money to company. And people wanna get loan actually. And spending money causes living price, which means inflation. So, okay, just like a very easy to understand, like okay, Q. You have, like, let's say you have $1,000, and bank said to you, if you keep this money for 5 years, I will pay you $100 without nothing. You can just keep this money in the bank, but if you want to invest money to other company, it has a risk, like stock. If you want to invest this money to stock, it has a risk. Like you will probably $20 or more. Like you probably lose your money. So which one do you prefer, actually?
First one?
Yeah, there we go. Just it's basic. Like I mean, of course it depends on people's personality, but usually people choose keep their money into the bank when interest rate is high. Yeah, and people don't wanna borrow money with very high interest rate. Okay, so do you have anyone have question about that? Anyone have question about that? No? Okay. Oh, sorry. So, control of money, like I mentioned, control of money supply, like in the beginning. So, okay. Anyone can pronounce their opinion about inflation? Okay, I think I have to choose. Dean, can you explain about inflation? How about Yoshi. I forgot your name. I know your name, but
코지, 코지.
Koji. Can you explain about inflation?
Inflation.
Yeah. Maybe you heard of it, isn't it?
Inflation is the price is going to higher.
Yeah.
I know only this.
Okay. And you?
The value of the money
Val-
is lower.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Very correct. Value of money, which means like a devaluation. Devaluation of money price. Not money price. Devaluation of value of money is inflation. So which means, okay, where is it? Let's say this is $10,000. This is $10,000. So 20 years ago, to buy this pencil, we need $10,000, which means we just need just one paper. But now we need, let's say, $5,000. So we need 5 pieces of paper for buying this. So that is inflation. So why it's important for central bank is, as I mentioned, this is happening of inflation. When currencies goes up, which means when there is a lot of money, okay, let's say when there is a lot of paper like this, people think this is not valuable as before. So it is decreasing, like the value of this is decreasing. So people want to get this more for the same thing. And in this process, the prices goes up, and usually it follows this graph. So why don't you look at this graph? Okay, this is the rate of printing dollar in the U.S., which means the rate of printing the U.S. dollars from 1950 to 2007. As you can see, it increased, right? It increased. It means there are lots of money. They are getting more money than before. So this is inflation nation. Can you see this is exactly the same with this and this? Like when there is more dollar, when there is more money, the price is going down and value of dollar is going down. So the prices goes up. So that's why inflation happened. Usually it follows the same way, inflation and money supply. So what the function of central bank is control of money supply, because they have the control of inflation. So, okay, I want to check your knowledge. Okay, Vinji, do you like inflation? Why? Okay, let's say you got $200 every day, every week, okay, every month. It's your salary, but no, it's just if. Okay, $200 is your salary, and for 5 years, you started your work 5 years ago, but your salary is the same. But price, you have to spend more money than before. I mean, of course, it's good. Like everybody likes inflation because there is a lot of money. So I just make a joke, but the wage also is increasing. Wage also increasing during 5 years. But the problem is, let's say, when we want to buy this box, 20 years ago, we probably give just $30, but now we have to spend $30,000. So but our wage is just, our salary is raising a little bit, just like 2 times or 3 times, it doesn't make sense. So that's why our society has a problem with inflation. So that's why it's the most important duty of central bank, every country. So, but like there is a lot of central bank in the world. Like in Korea, we have central bank, Japan central bank, Canada central bank, or any other country has a central bank except North Korea. Maybe they have central bank actually. I'm not sure, but anyway, the reason why I'm talking about this is the Federal Reserve Bank is totally different from any other central bank in the world. Okay, just I wanna check your knowledge. Is anyone can answer about who printed the U.S. dollar? Who printed the U.S. dollar? Except you. Can you?
Central bank?
Huh?
Central bank?
Central bank? Okay. Yeah. Central bank. The Federal Reserve. Oh, and is it belongs to the government?
I don't know the answer to that.
Huh?
I don't know the answer to that. Can you answer that?
Anyone can answer about that? Is it belongs to the government? Is it belongs to the U.S. government? Federal Reserve Bank?
I heard many banks print out.
The U.S. dollar?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You mean like 12 central bank?
Over 6.
6? Can you explain it?
I heard one of the banks' name is, I don't know, it's the famous bank in the England.
In the U.S.?
England. I heard that.
Uh-huh.
When they print out the US dollar and then 5 or 6 banks.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But maybe the authority only has the Federal Reserve Bank has only authority to control, but the print out is.
Yeah. Actually, this the U.S. dollar printed. The U.S. dollar is printed by U.S. Mint, right? U.S. Mint who printed money. Okay. I think I have to check check the information. The England bank print money. I didn't know about that. Thanks though. So my question is, the Federal Reserve Bank is belong to the U.S. government or not? Can you say?
It does not. It's private.
Yeah, right. This is private. This is not belong to the government. So, but okay, it's the same. They print the U.S. dollar and they control of interest rate and money supply. But it's the same with any other country. But the problem is the U.S. citizens have to pay taxes to the Fed, which means, okay, this is Fed. This is U.S. government. They have to borrow money from Fed with interest. They have to borrow money as a customer. The U.S. government has no right to print their money. So people maybe ask, what is the difference? They might don't know big deal. They might don't know how big deal it is. But this is very big deal because let's say, okay, Federal Reserve borrow money to the U.S. and the U.S. government have to pay interest, pay debt with interest. So the U.S. government is in debt, which means they have to spend taxpayer to paying debt. I mean, okay, let's say I'm U.S. citizen. I make money. Let's say I make $1,000 a month, but I pay $100 tax to the U.S. government. But as you know, the U.S. government has no benefit. They have less benefit than even Korea. They have no medical system. Like they have no better medical system than Korea, like compared to Canada, and compared to any other country, they have no benefit. The U.S. citizens have no benefit. The reason why there's no benefit is they have to spend the money to paying paying debt from Federal Reserve Bank. Maybe you might, yeah, the reason why it is important is, okay, when you want to buy gold, when you want to buy oil or something, when you want to buy something good from international, from other countries,